Hello everyone, I am your host Ayushi Kara Sethia and welcome back to our channel Pabbly. In this video we are going to learn how you can save Sendinblue contact details to your Google Sheets automatically. So first let us understand what these software applications are all about. Here Sendinblue is an email marketing platform and Google Sheets, as we all know, is a spreadsheet program. So the idea here is that whenever you add a new contact in your Sendinblue account, automatically the details should be added to your Google Sheets. For this, we need to create a connection between Sendinblue and Google Sheets so that whenever a contact is added, automatically the details are created as a new record into your Google Sheets. So in order to create a connection, we are going to use a software application named Pabbly Connect. So basically, Pabbly Connect is an automation and integration software which will help us in integrating both these software applications automatically. The best part here is it doesn't require any coding skills or programming knowledge. Even a non-technical person can use this software application very easily. So let us learn the integration process now on my screen. To start the integration, let us type Pabbly, pabbly.com in our browser. This is the website of Pabbly. Here we have to come to Products and click on Pabbly Connect. This is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. As you are the first time user, you have to click on sign up for free option and you can create your own account in just 2 minutes. As I already have an account with Pabbly Connect, I'll simply click on sign in. In the all apps section, come to Pabbly Connect and click on access now. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here we have to create a workflow. For that, come to this plus sign and click on create workflow. Now here we have to give a name to the workflow. So let us give the name as save Sendinblue contact details to Google Sheets. Here you can give the workflow name as per your requirement and simply click on create. Now here we can see a trigger window and an action window. So Pabbly Connect works on the concept of trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So in this use case, we want to save all the Sendinblue contact details into the Google Sheets. For that, open this trigger window and here in the choose application, let us find Sendinblue. In the trigger event, we have to select new contact added to a list. Now here we can see a webhook URL and some instructions. So by following these instructions, you can set up the webhook in your Sendinblue account. So let us read the instructions. Log into your Sendinblue account. Once logged into Sendinblue, navigate to either the campaigns or contacts page depending on whether the campaign or contact activity you want to track. Once on either page, navigate to the left sidebar settings, select the webhooks option by clicking configure, click plus add a new webhook button. So I'll just directly take you to my Sendinblue account. So this is my Sendinblue contacts section. Here we can find the settings option. Click on settings. And here we can find the webhooks option. Click on webhooks. Now here we are going to add a new webhook. For that, click on this plus sign, add a new webhook. Now here we have to paste the webhook URL which we have seen in Pabbly Connect. So let's copy the webhook URL from here and let's paste it over here. Now here it is asking when message is or when a contact is. So in this particular automation, we are using the contact details whenever a contact is added to a list. So just make a tick mark on this option that is added to a list and click on add. Webhook added successfully. Okay. So here we have set the webhook that whenever a contact is added to a list, then only this particular trigger is going to run. Let's move back to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see that it is waiting for the webhook response. So in order to capture the response, we have to create a new contact. For that, let's move to the Sendinblue contact section. And here we are just going to add a new contact. So I'm just adding the contact manually over here. So you can even save the contacts over here through a form submission or through a web form submission or through any other source. So let's click on add a new contact by clicking on this plus sign. Let us give the email address as adamsmith123@gmail.com. Let's add the last name as Smith, first name as Adam. Let's add the mobile number. Okay, double opt-in, I'm just keeping it as yes, opt-in, yes. You can select it as per your requirement. Now here I am just selecting the list name. So I am just selecting the list name as elemental list. So this particular contact will be added to the elemental list. Okay. You can select the list name as per your requirement and simply click on save and add a new contact. Okay, so here we can see that the subscriber or the contact is added successfully. So let's close this window. Let's move back to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see the responses received. And here we can find the email address of the contact. And here we can find the list ID as well as the created date and time. But we cannot find the other details of the contact like his first name, last name, mobile number. So we want to retrieve that information. For that, come to this action window. And here in the choose application, let us find Sendinblue once again. In the action event, we have to select get contact information. Click on connect. Now here we have recently created a connection. So I'm just choosing this option, that is select existing connection and click on save. And here we can see that the email address is automatically captured. But if we keep this email address over here, then the same contact will be added multiple times. To avoid that error, we have to just click on this mapping button. We have to remove this email address from here and we have to map it through Sendinblue. And this was the email address. So that whenever the next time the new email address is captured in Pabbly Connect, the new contact will be created. Okay, and let's click on save and send test request. Okay, and here we can see the responses received. And when we scroll down, here we can find the last name of the contact as Smith, first name as Adam along with his mobile number. So now we want to add these contact details to our Google Sheets. So you can directly click on this plus sign add action step, or you can just add an action step over here as Google Sheets and you can map the details. Okay, but I want all the details. Okay, I'll take you to my Google Sheets. I want along with the contact details, even the list name should get updated in my Google Sheet. So I have added this particular contact here in a specific list. Okay, and the list name was elemental list. So I want all these list name to get updated along with the contact details in my Google Sheets over here. For that, I'll just come to this action step and here in the choose application, let us find lookup table. In the action event, we have to select lookup table once again, click on connect. It is connected now. Now here we have to map lookup key. What needs to be searched? So I want the list ID to be searched. Okay, so we can find all the list ID over here. I'll just open it. Here you can find the list ID 19 for data 101, 18 for data in, 14 for elemental list. So you can add all these list IDs along with the list name over here in Pabbly Connect. Okay, and here if you want to give some fallback value, you can give it over here. I'm just leaving it as blank. Now here we are just going to add all the list along with their list IDs. So here let us add the list ID 19 for data 101, 19, and the value will be data 101. Okay, we have to add some more list. Click on this plus sign and let us find another list, that is 14 for elemental list. 14 for elemental list. So in this way you can add all your list over here. I'm just adding some 3 list over here, and let us add one more list as InstaMojo sale, that is 10. Okay, let label as 10 and InstaMojo sale, I guess. Yes, InstaMojo sale. Okay, InstaMojo sale. So I have added 3 lists over here. So this particular key will be searched in the labels, and as we have given the key as 14, list ID 14, so it will come to this label, that is 14. It will pick up the value as elemental list here in the response. So let us click on save and send test request and let us check it. So it has searched the value. Here we have got the response, status as success, result label as 14. So here the label is 14. And the value of this particular 14 label is elemental list. So here we have got the value as elemental list. Okay. So now we want this particular list name should get updated into the Google Sheets. And even the contact details also should get updated. For that, click on this plus sign add action step. In the choose application, let us find Google Sheets. In the action event, let us select add new row. Click on connect. Click on add new connection. and click on Connect with Google Sheets. That is asking to choose an account. In which account you have created your Google Sheet. So I'm just selecting my account. Pabbly Connect Sheets wants additional access to your Google account. So let's click on Continue and give away the access as the data is 100% safe with Pabbly Connect. Authorization successful. Okay, and now the Google Sheets account is connected to Pabbly Connect. And as we are connected, we can find all the spreadsheets that we have created in our Google Sheets. Okay, so here with the Google Sheet which I am using right now is Sendinblue Contacts. So we have to select the same spreadsheet name over here, that is Sendinblue Contacts. And in this particular spreadsheet, I have created a sheet named Contact Data. So as only one sheet is created, the sheet name is automatically captured over here. If you have multiple sheets, from the drop down you can select your sheet name. Okay. Now here we have to give the values, first name, last name, email address. So we have got all these contact detail values over here. So we are going to map these details now. Okay. So let us map them one by one. First name was Adam. Here we have to map the last name. We have got it from Get a Contact Information. That was Smith. Here we have to map the email address. This was the email address. Here we have to map the phone number. Sorry, we have got it from the second step. Yes, this was the phone number. Here we have to map the list name. So we have got the list name over here, elemental list, from the third step. So we will be mapping that over here as a list name from lookup table. And the list name was elemental list and created date and time. So that we can map it from the second step, that is created at. Okay. So we have mapped all the values over here, and now let's click on Save and Send Test Request. Okay, and here we can see the responses received. It means the contact details are added to our Google Sheet. Let's check it. Okay, and here we can find the first name as Adam, last name as Smith, email address, phone number, list name as elemental list, along with that the created date and time. So in this way we can see that our integration is working fine. Let's move back to Pabbly Connect and let us save this workflow first. Data saved successfully. Okay. Now we want to check this in the real time, whether our integration is actually working fine or not. For that we have to create a new contact into our Sendinblue account into a specific list. So I'm just going to my Sendinblue account. Here we are just going to add a contact manually. Let us select the email address as smitaarya22@gmail.com. Last name as Arya. First name as Smita. Let's add the mobile number. Okay, here I'm just selecting the double opt-in as yes, opt-in as yes, and I'm selecting the list name as InstaMojo sale this time. Okay, and let's click on save and add a new contact. And here we can see that a new contact has been added. So let us check our Google Sheets. And here we can see the first name as Smita, last name as Arya, her email address along with the phone number. And here we can find the list name as InstaMojo sale this time. And here we can find the created date and time. So in this way we can see that our integration is perfectly working fine. So let's move back to Pabbly Connect. And I'll just minimize all these windows and let us see in a nutshell whatever we have done till now. So first we have created an integration between Sendinblue and Pabbly Connect. Then Pabbly Connect has captured all the details whenever a new contact is added to a specific list. Then we have retrieved the contact information because we have just got the list ID over here. So in order to retrieve the contact information, we have added this action step and we have got all the details of the contact. Then we have applied lookup table over here so that the list can be updated in our Google Sheets. So we have added the labels, that is the list IDs over here, and we have given their values. And then we have just mapped the value of the label, that we have mapped the list ID. So this list ID will be searched over here and the value will be captured. Okay. And at last we have added the contact details along with the list name to our Google Sheets. And in this way we have created a successful integration between Sendinblue and Google Sheets using Pabbly Connect. So not just these software applications, you can integrate a ton of applications and automate your business using Pabbly Connect. In case of any queries, you can visit our Pabbly forum. To check the pricing details of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this particular URL. Also, the link of Pabbly Connect and this workflow is available in the description box. You can clone the same workflow into your account directly. If you really like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thank you everyone.